Hi, my name is Ale Navas. I am a fourth-year international student from Nicaragua. I'm currently doing an honors in international relations and a major in economics with a minor in political science. Welcome to STU!
My name is Amelia Gutierrez. I'm an international student from Ecuador I'm in my fourth year right now at STU, and I'm honoring in human rights and majoring in sociology.
My name is Ethan Nyland. I'm a second-year Great Books and Political Science student here at St. Thomas, and I'm from St. John, New Brunswick.
Hi, my name is Olivia Darash. I'm a third-year student studying psychology, communications, and criminology, and I'm originally from Hampton, New Brunswick.
So my name is Pablo. I'm a second-year student. I come from Spain, and I'm studying French and history here at St. Thomas.
Hi, my name is Anna Soroy. I'm an international student from Maine studying at STU. I'm doing an honors in human rights and a minor in sociology.
My name is Monica Boquin. I'm an international student from Honduras. I'm in my third year, and I'm honoring in human rights and doing a major in criminology.
I'm Patrice Camarano. I'm a third-year student majoring in communications and public policy and economics with a minor in business, and I'm originally from Fredericton, New Brunswick.
My name is Emily Green. I'm a second-year student here at St. Thomas University, and I'm studying human rights. And I'm originally from Riverview, New Brunswick.
Hi, my name is Laura Wade. I'm in my fourth year. I'm from Riverview, New Brunswick, and I'm majoring in political science, criminology, and law, politics, and society.
Classes at STU are very small, and that gives you a chance to actively participate and contribute to the discussion. You're going to find that most, if not all of your classes are discussion-based. So instead of just reading and memorizing stuff, you read stuff at home and then you come to the class and you can discuss it with your prof, you can discuss it with your peers, you get different perspectives, and you get a very lively discussion going on while you're in class. Also, you're going to find that at most, you're going to have 60 students. Even if it's an intro class, you only have 60 students in a class. So for example, if you're a first year and you find you may not be sure whether or not you want to answer the question right away on your first day of class, trust me, you can do it. You can talk, you can participate, and your profs will always listen very carefully to what you're saying. And not only the profs, but also the other students. So you are really participating in class. Here at St. Thomas, we have very personal relationships with the profs. So what that means is they get to know you on a first name basis. You're not just a number and you're not just a last name. They know you by your first name and even sometimes by your nickname if that's what you go by.
Well, I really like quiet spaces to study. I know that everyone has kind of their own style to study. There's different places on campus where you can have more of like a lively place to study, but I really need quiet spaces, which is why I really like this space. And what I also really like is the way the tables are kind of set up. It also allows you to be with friends, so you still kind of have that community learning experience, which I know a lot of people need. STU's approach is really unique because of its focus on liberal arts, which means like the social sciences and humanities, and this allows students to learn and focus on real social issues. I also think that STU's education allows us to mix an experiential learning component with it through class, but also through volunteering and through work and internship placements, which is really important because we not only learn about these social issues, but we also go out into the field and kind of experience them firsthand and see solutions that our community is doing, which is really important. And the cool thing is that even though STU is a smaller school, there's people from all over the world, so they have really different perspectives on the world, which really make you a more rounded individual because that's what society really is like. I also really like getting to know the profs really well because our classes are smaller, and this gives us kind of an opportunity to become close to some professors, and this gives us really good opportunities, I feel like, in our undergrad. For example, right now I'm working with one of the profs in human rights with her publication of a book with Cambridge University Press, and I think that's a pretty cool experience to have in your undergrad that not a lot of people get.
A lot of times I spend time here just hanging out with my friends. You know, it's a great spot to do kind of social studying if you have group work, or even if you want to chat with a professor about essay topics or a test that's coming up. They're super encouraging and really want to help you out in that way as well. It can be intimidating to talk to professors just because they're like the experts on the subject, but let that be encouraging because they want to help you learn and they love learning and they want to help you love to learn as well. At St. Thomas, this is kind of a little hub where you always run into people you know. It's hard to walk through the Great Hall and not find a friend. It's a great place to socialize, talk through some, class subjects, or just kind of hang out with some people.
Residence at STU is a really great option, especially for first-year students, because it's just a really great introduction to the STU community. For first-year students, it's a really great way and easy way to make new friends. Either if you're living with a roommate, there's an automatic friend that you'll make right there. But just the people living in your hall or the different floors, it's so easy to meet new people. It's also just a great way to have lots of support available. So every house has a residence advisor team, and there's students that are just there to support you with whatever comes up throughout the year. So they can direct you to different resources on campus, or if there's any kind of conflict that comes up, they're trained to help mediate that. So you just have a lot of support, especially for those in first year who are still like navigating that transition from high school to university life. I think the one word that would sum it up is just a family experience. You really do get to know the people living with you or around you, and everyone just gets so close, whether it's through attending events together or just like hanging out in like a casual common space. It's a great experience, and you do just form those really tight-knit community connections. So I think family would be the best way to describe living in residence at STU.
Well, the courtyards are a socializing space. A lot of students like to come and sit on the grass, enjoy this beautiful view of Fredericton, or just simply do homework, chat, have a picnic, whatever, you name it. My favorite thing about the STU campus is that I always see familiar faces around campus, and I'll get to see my professors and fellow peers, and I really like that sense of community that we foster every day. The benefits of a smaller campus is that you really get to foster that sense of community every single day, and there's a lot of opportunities to develop meaningful connections with peers, professors, and around the community.
The arts community here at STU is very lively, and lots of people are involved with it. You can cross-list some different courses in the fine arts with your other courses as well, so it's very multifaceted. There are many theatrical opportunities, such as through the Black Box Theater and the Ted Daigle Auditorium, where students can practice directing their own shows, as well as many classes are held in the Black Box Theater. Some of the opportunities that students have to perform or display their work on campus. For visual arts, there are many different art galleries, such as the one in James Dunn Hall on the second floor outside of the IT and computer lab, as well as the Yellow Box Gallery on the second floor of Margaret Norrie McCain Hall. It's a nice quiet space to appreciate the arts and see artists outside of the STU community as well be displayed there. And for performing arts, there are various recital rooms, such as the ones on the bottom floor of Margaret Norrie McCain Hall outside of the Kinsella Auditorium. That's where you can practice your instruments, acting or singing or dancing. And the Black Box Theater and Ted Daigle Auditorium are also used for many performances.
So the WABANAKI Center provides Indigenous students with a rich and cultural environment. So it helps them both in the academic aspect, but also in the personal one. But this is also an open space. Once a week, they always have a drop-in lunch, and everyone's welcome, and we get to try some very delicious homemade meals. And closer there, we have the offices of the Indigenous Student Services Coordinator and Elder in Residence. I feel it's a reminder of the diversity we have on campus. It also provides a safe space for Indigenous students to showcase their culture, but at the same moment for us to understand that and sharing an environment where everyone is welcome. And that's the interesting thing about St. Thomas. We celebrate differences, and we want everyone to feel safe about it.
James Dunn Hall is the student hub on campus because that's where you'll see all of the students involved in numerous activities. It can be just studying, chit-chatting amongst themselves, also getting food. Students can get involved in many ways. They can join a club or a society, they can be part of the student union, they can also apply for on-campus jobs, they can also take part in numerous volunteering opportunities. And if there's nothing that really suits them, they can always just start a club or a society, and that way share their passion with the rest of the student body. The diversity on campus helps all students broaden their scope and get access to numerous opportunities, as they will learn from each other, and that way they can share their cultures and everything and just learn more than if everyone was the same.
In terms of academic support, there's a lot to offer at STU for students. So of course we have the registrar's office, which will help you. Perhaps you need a proof of enrollment letter, you need help registering for your classes, all that good stuff. And then moving along, we also have academic advising as well. That's a great office to go to when you're not quite sure and you have those bigger questions, like I want to major in psychology. What are the requirements for that? Or I'm going to be graduating soon. Can I do that? Do I have everything that I need? So that's a great office to go to with kind of those big general questions. But also if you're going through a tough period academically, is it right for me to drop this class? Is it the right time for me to pick up on another class? So I always like to tell students, if you're ever confused in terms of academics, it's a great office to go to. But then also if you need some additional support in perhaps some other ways, our accessibility office at STU is also great. They help out on a wide variety of accommodations for students. So experiential learning is a large part of St. Thomas University education. We actually have a whole office dedicated to it. So the experiential learning office is located in George Martin Hall, kind of that staple St. Thomas University building. If you're not familiar with what experiential learning is, I know that was a big question I had coming to university. Basically means learning through action. So in class, your sociology class, your psychology class, you're going to learn a lot of theory and you're going to learn a lot of concepts, but it's really important to learn how to apply those in kind of that real world context in ways that really matter. So that office is there to help students find those opportunities that match their academic interests. So there's a couple of different opportunities that they offer at STU. You can get your certificate in experiential learning and community engagement, which is a really cool opportunity and kind of the chance to show employers or perhaps grad school applicants in your application that yes, I went to school and I got this degree, but also more than that, you know, I got that experience in a field that I'm really passionate about. We have a lovely internships coordinator here at STU. I myself got an internship after my first year, kind of in that second semester. So I know a lot of students I really want an internship, or I'm considering doing an internship, but I'm just going into my first year, or is it too late? I'm already in my fourth year. But that office is really there to support students no matter where they are in their career and their academic goals. And they offer a wide range of internships here in the city of Fredericton. It's a great office to go to kind of challenge yourself and continue applying what you learn in the classroom. Even though you're not a Canadian student studying here at STU or perhaps studying abroad at one of our partner universities, doesn't mean you won't have access to academic or other supports. But the main office you're probably going to find yourself in is that of our international student advisor, Carrie. She's lovely. We affectionately call her the international mom here on campus because she's her office is a great support to international students and Canadian students as well. She helps students in their transition to STU. Something really cool that STU offers is you get the chance to study abroad at one of our partner universities. We have lots of different universities you can study at all over the world as you're a STU student. And you can go for just a semester or you can go for up to a whole year. So that's for the study exchange program, which is a really unique opportunity at STU. But also if that's too long, if you're thinking maybe that's not the right choice for me, you can also go for just a couple weeks. We often offer travel studies in which you would go with a professor, you learn while you're traveling, and you get course credit in return for that. So there's definitely lots of opportunities at STU for those that are passionate about seeing more of the world and learning more about what other cultures are like.
The JBO is the home of the athletics department. We have both men and women's basketball, rugby, soccer, and volleyball, as well as cross country and track, and women's hockey. And we compete in the AUS and the ACAA. So it's a diverse but tight-knit group. Of course, here at the JBO, we have our gym that includes a basketball court and a squash court, as well as many regular gym amenities. We also have a bike share program where you can rent a bike, so it's great for all the trails in Fredericton. So the price of the JBO is included within your fee, so when a student comes to the gym, they present their student ID to the front desk and they have access to all the amenities.
So thank you so much for joining us. We really hope you enjoy St. Thomas and learning more about the resources we have on campus. Remember, St. Thomas is your new home, and I can't wait to meet you next year.
I know how confusing it is to make a choice about where to go to university, but if you do end up choosing STU, I can guarantee you won't regret it. It's a beautiful place. You're for sure gonna find a spot where you belong on campus, you're gonna make friends, and you're gonna find a home away from home.
Thank you for joining us today, and I'm sure that you'll find your place here at St. Thomas University, and hopefully I'll get to see you next year.
I hope if you come to St. Thomas University next year, I get to run into you here and maybe we can talk about class or just hang out.
Making the choice of which university to attend is such a big decision, and I definitely understand that. I was there only a few years ago. But just know that there's so many resources here to support you through making that choice, whether it's talking to current students or admissions staff. Everyone really wants to just get to know you, get to know what you're looking for, and help you make that choice. I hope that you choose STU and really hope that we can welcome you to the STU community next year.